I've just seen over the years how many unanswered questions there are, and that the only way to make medicine better is by answering these questions.
When you're in any kind of critical illness, any kind of chronic illness, agency becomes a huge factor. You want agency, you want the ability to shape your own story.
It feels good that you're giving hope to the participants, and you can see that they're encouraged by what could be happening, or that they're helping research.
Clinical trials, basically, it refers to studies that involve people, where we're actually doing things to participants to look at how we can change the outcome.
And I saw this ad in the paper, and it's a one-year commitment where you go 2 or 3 times a week to an exercise class. It was simple, yeah, and very enjoyable. One of the wonderful things about it was I've made good friends out of it.
People think, well, I don't want to be tested on, I don't want to be a guinea pig, but there's many measures in place in Canada to ensure that clinical trials are being conducted in the most ethical and safe manner.
For those individuals who are in the group that doesn't receive the treatment, that they at least, at minimum, receive what is called usual care.
For science. We should all participate for science. But in fact, it is an interesting thing to do. The more we get people aware of clinical trials, participating in clinical trials, unafraid of clinical trials, the better we're all going to be. It's going to be better for our health system, it's going to be better for our patients.
So I think volunteering is great. It's great for the people, and without people volunteering for the different programs here at UBC, they wouldn't be able to get those statistics from anywhere.
We are governed by the federal governments and provincial governments in our running of clinical trials. All the details of the trial will be laid out quite extensively in a consent form. We always encourage people to take away those consent forms if they have time to do so, and compile a good list of questions for us, which we love to answer.
I want to make sure that they understand, so I'll ask them and get them to tell me. And it's ongoing throughout the study as well. So it's not just at the beginning. You want to make sure that every visit, do they understand? Do they remember? So it's an ongoing educational process, really.
What we hope is that within the healthcare system, whatever recommendations or treatment received is evidence-based. And so this is where clinical trials are critical in informing those decisions.
We used to treat urinary tract infections for 7 days. They did studies of 5 days and 3 days and 1 day, and they determined that, well, lo and behold, 1 day is too short and people tend to relapse. 3 days is just right for a lot of uncomplicated urinary tract infections. So you can refine things.
There's many different ways that people can find out about clinical trials available to them. One option we have in BC is a provincial platform accessible to all British Columbians called Reach BC.
So in terms of recruitment, we definitely use Reach BC to help us in sharing information regarding our clinical trials and to recruit potential individuals, and we have found it to be highly effective.
Reach BC lists health research opportunities, opportunities to partner in health research and in clinical trials.
I can't wait to do another one.